Doggone it, I can't seem to find... Hi everyone. Typically I'm trying to find my cell phone, but today we're looking for drugs in the typical teenager's bedroom.
The salesman had just lost his son to addiction, and he said, make sure you go through all the clothes in the closet. And I would encourage you, jackets, pants, pockets, shirt pockets.
Welcome to the teenage bedroom of today.
If you were to find the needle in shirt pocket, you should never have this in your house unless you have a diabetic in the house. The other issue with needles is they're commonly shared. If this protector wasn't on here, you know your child's medical history. You don't know the medical history of who is being shared with. So again, use caution before you start sticking your hands in places where you can't see.
It can be a hiding place for drugs that kill not only addicts, but curious teens.
Shoes are another excellent hiding spot. And we tell parents is, get into the tongue. That's where things are best hidden. Get deep into the tongue of the shoe. That's representative of about 1 gram of heroin.
RALI-OH, the Prescription Abuse Leadership Initiative of Ohio, partnered with the nationally known community and police relations group Code 3 to bring this real-life scene to neighborhoods across the state.
We decided to take this trailer, fill it with the indicators, and then walk parents, educators, counselors, caretakers through to kind of give them a basis of knowledge of what these items are.
Every mom and dad, every grandparent should pay attention.
And that was done by walking parents through who lost children. We kind of said, what do you know now that you didn't know then? What would you pass on? This is the #1 thing that parents miss that said they wish they would have known. They found these all over bedrooms, bathrooms. Even moms said, a number of the moms said they found these in their vacuum canisters, and they thought they were some kind of candy wrapper, didn't know. But paper folds, magazine, tin foil, wax paper, and notebook paper. Receipts are also very common. If you're finding these and there's not a love note or a phone number on here, there's drug use in your house. These have absolutely no other purpose. Moving to the bathroom area, trash can tell you a lot about what's going on inside your house. Should never find these. Insulin syringes come in here. Unless you have a diabetic in the house, should never find these. You don't need a prescription to get them. They're over the counter. Pieces of cut tinfoil, as you see here. Prescription pills can be crushed, heroin powder can be placed on here. All you need is a heat source underneath and it vaporizes. They can roll this tin foil in a straw to ingest those vapors. Also, pens are very commonly used, where if you take a pen, take it apart, take the actual pen out, that hollow casing is also commonly used to ingest those vapors. Everybody knows what that is, right? What's it missing? Yeah, cotton is commonly used for IV users. Crushed pills or powder heroin fentanyl can be mixed with water and heated. This is kind of in your face here, but this is where parents are finding in their kids' bathroom in the medicine cabinet. This spoon will be used to place the powder in the water, place a heating source underneath to dissolve it, and then that's a piece of cotton, and this syringe will be placed directly into that cotton and drawn up. You shouldn't find cigarettes in this condition. If you notice it hadn't been smoked but the filter's gone, that filter is used the same premise as this. Shoestrings can be used, ties. When you take your belt off, you don't find it in that position. They're used as tourniquets on the arm. You have to keep this part in your mouth to keep tension. Not this material, but leather belts, you'll actually find teeth marks in them because they're keeping that pressure on. These are called works kits, and it's everything that they need to ingest. These are very common. I have the syringe, the spoon, I have the cotton, I have a heat source. One of the moms that lost her son said, and he was a big football player, she said he'd forget his books, his wallet, his work uniform, but he always had this funny looking little pink kind of purple pouch. Never was without it. If me and you buy that gram, we need to split it to get a ½ gram each. This is a working calculator, but it's also a digital scale. This is a working mouse, but it's also a digital scale. You probably wouldn't give it a second look if it was in your kid's bedroom.
For parents, it's an eye-opener. Senate President Larry Obhoff and Senator Dave Burke, who is a registered pharmacist, took the tour.
And after touring this bedroom environment, it is amazing, even to me, the things the kids do. So being a parent also means being actively engaged, and that's probably the front line of defense against drugs.
We are working to increase addiction treatment throughout the state, and we are also working on major criminal justice reforms so that we can get people who are addicts the treatment that they need and help them get back on their feet again, and make sure that the predators, the people who are selling fentanyl and things like that in our communities, go to jail for a very long time.
Really an eye-opening tour, and just remember, something as simple as a cell phone, an innocent-looking calculator, can be a digital scale or a hiding place for drugs, just like this bottle of water. The fight continues in the Ohio legislature, from the Ohio Senate, of course, and for the very latest about the effort to protect Ohioans from the scourge of drugs and drug sentencing reform as well, tune into our social media channels. That's at Ohio Senate GOP. And on the web, it's ohiosenate.gov/Republicans. From the State House, I'm John Fortin for the Ohio Senate.